welcome to another Feminal Diecast video. And today's bad boy we have is our very first 1/18th scale aircraft, and as you can see, this thing is absolutely massive. This is by Motorworks. It's more predominantly a plastic format rather than diecast, but I decided, well, I picked up one of these. Why not show it? So today we're going to unbox this and have a look at it all its glory. And it's a good old Ju-87B Stuka. So this is obviously the B version, as you can see there. And just have a little look at it in the box. So it is a pretty big unit. I'll try and show you as much detail as I can of it. But yeah, the unit in itself is quite large. It seems to be very well detailed. So it does come with some figures. This is brand new in the box. So what we'll do is we'll get this bad boy open and have a real good look at it. So what do you think? So I suppose probably the easiest way is to open this flap here. Obviously these I don't think are readily available anymore. You can only, yes, pardon the squeal, you can only get these on the second-hand market from what I can gather. And we'll just get that main box off, and here we have it. I'll just show you as it sits in the little plastic cradle that it comes in. You can see the details. It's got a bomb. It's got two there, as you can see, the two little figures, so it does need a little bit of assembly, as you can sort of see. But the detail on it is quite good, as you can see there. These do slide open to reveal inside the rear gunner's position there. And we'll have a look in the slide that open, and you can have a look inside the cockpit there. It does have a little, has the stick in the pilot seat, so it's got, you know, some really good detail in there. So yeah, and so this just slides forward and back to open it. Same with the rear cockpit glass. It's got the little MG for self-defense there. But what we'll do is we'll undo all these little, it's held together by these little ties. So what I'll do is I'll undo all those, and we'll get the pieces out. I won't put you through that kind of thing, so I'll just place this down here, and I'll get all the pieces undone. So we'll be right back. Okay, and so we are back. So obviously it comes with the two sets of landing gear. The Jericho sirens do spin. They do not make the sound. Comes with a bit of ordnance. This little bomb, which does have some you know, some novelty markings on it. Who says Germans don't have a sense of humour? So that's the main armament. It does also come with a couple of little pilot figures, as you can see. So a bit close up. So their arms and legs do manipulate to change their positions. So you have the pilot and the rear gunner. They've got little, you know, little flares in their boots and everything. It's quite well detailed. So yeah, you can position them in the aircraft when you want to display it, if you so choose to do so. Obviously, it comes with the rear wings, but these do have a little bit of manipulation in them. Not a great deal. And obviously your main wings, which does have the smaller bomb ordnance on the wings there, and does have a bit of air brakes. It does look like this one has a little bit of discoloration. These you can't get these anymore, so this has obviously been sitting in the box for quite a while. And same with the dive brakes. There is a slight little bend in that, but look, these are all only available on the second-hand market, so if you're lucky enough to score one. So what we'll do is I suppose we'll do a little bit of assembly and put this bad boy together. What do you reckon? So we'll grab the main body. Propeller, it does spin. This is quite large. This is actually going to be quite fun to put this together on this camera. So forgive me for a little bit out of focus and that kind of thing. So I'm assuming, as you can see, the slight discoloration difference between the actual wing and the body. So I'll gather these just click together, I'm assuming. So we'll just get the other side, and that'll be the same sort of deal. Really got to push them together quite hard to get them to click into place. I'm assuming there's nothing on top to prevent that from going in. You've just got to really put a bit of force on that, which I'm sort of a bit hesitant to do because I don't know how old these are to be exact, and I don't know if the actual plastic itself is brittle. I don't want to break anything. These weren't exactly cheap, so there we have it. They're snapped on tight. What we'll do is we'll move these out of the way, and we'll just put it on the table a little bit so you can actually see it a little bit better. So you'll just get your landing gear here, and you put that. There's got little screws, so you want to place that screw on the inside so it's not too noticeable, and just slot that in straight forward like that, like so. And then you've got your the rear wings for the tail sections, which are pretty straightforward. They just plonk in there like that. I'll just move that forward a bit. So there's little locations there, little locators there, and you just plonk that straight in, push that into place. There's a little hole for the brace strut to go in. It's got a little tail wheel that does move around as well and does roll. And then you can go for the ordnance, chuck the good old bomb on, which is pretty straightforward. Little cradle here and little holes for that, and then it just slots straight in there, and it's job done. So what we'll do is we'll just flip this over, and there you have it. So as you can see, this is the finished model in all its glory. It is quite large, as you can see by my hands here. You can see the canopy does manipulate open and does open nicely and shut. The aerial is like a sort of rubberized sort of deal. Rear canopy opens nicely to show the rear gunner's position, has all nice details in there. The MG does move around nicely. Also a rubbery sort of feel to the wing mounted guns. But the rudder, as you can see, the rudder does move really well. It's got a lot of play in that. There is some minor movement here in the rear tail as well. Apart from that, I mean, as you saw, the spinner does spin. But apart from that, the only other sort of real movement you've got on this bad boy is you've got those Jericho horns that do spin. They do spin quite freely. The wheels themselves, as you can see, do spin quite freely as well. And that bomb mounting does swing open as well. But apart from that, everything else is pretty static. So, but the detail on it is really nice for what it is. It's not like it is quite large, so it's not an exact sort of high detail rendition of the aircraft, but I think it does have a lot of detail, like panel line detail and everything like that. I mean, it is quite a large scale. They could have been afforded to do a lot more detail if they so desired, but I think when these were sort of released, they were not so much. Oops. It is quite large, so forgive me for bumping the camera. But I think when these were released originally, they're more sort of not so much as a collector's market item. more on the sort of the toy side of it, not so much on a you know, what they are now, sort of hard to find collectible. That's pretty sort of hard to find. I just sort of stumbled across this while I was sort of surfing for my diecast stuff on eBay, and I thought, why not? I'll buy one of these and check them out and see what they're like. And when I got it, it was huge, and I thought, oh, I might just chuck it on the channel as well and show you guys. I'm not sure if any of you have seen any models, like pre-made models in this size. So I thought I'd whack it up here. But yeah, all right, I'll keep it at that. And look, I hope you enjoyed this video. We'll just have a look at the wheel detail here. So I hope you did enjoy the video and of this particular sort of subject. I don't know how many 1/8 I will get, but I might, you know, if one pops up and I find it desirable, I will grab one and I'll chuck it up there if you guys are interested in this as well. But I mainly want to keep it to sort of the diecast sort of things, because that's what sort of mainly this channel is about. But I will endeavour to chuck some plastic, maybe some of those easy models up as well. Yeah, as mentioned, it does have 21st century on the bottom of the aircraft, but it was boxed as a Motorworks. So, but look, you know, as you can see, it's huge. It's 1/8 scale. Look at the size compared to my hands. As the sun slowly sort of dissipates, it's look, and it's obviously in the winter scheme. It's got some, you know, cool details on it. And if you can find yourself one, yeah, if you're into this scale and you like, and you've got the room, yeah, grab one. So, yeah. All right, guys, I'll leave it at that. If you can give us a like, that'll be absolutely awesome, and even subscribe to the channel. That'll be like really fantastic. I'd really appreciate it. That'd be awesome as well. Oh, and as per usual, I will chuck some stills up of this after the conclusion of this video, and you can check it out in a bit more detail without these sausage fingers and me being in the way. All right, guys, you have a great rest of your day, and cheers.
Retribution! Oh yeah, we want retribution! Oh yeah, we want retribution!